Islands can be very interesting places. With their isolation from other landmasses, they often develop unique ecosystems and histories. This sense of separation can create fascinating and sometimes unusual situations where animals, plants, and even human activities have evolved in ways that differ dramatically from the rest of the world. From remote wildlife havens to mysterious historical events, islands have a way of sparking curiosity and wonder. Tashirojima Island in Japan is overrun by cats, vastly outnumbering the human population. Originally introduced to control rodents, the felines have turned this into a cat island, drawing tourists who come to see them. Ramri Island in Myanmar is infamous for one of history's deadliest crocodile attacks. During World War II, Japanese soldiers fleeing through the island's mangroves fell victim to saltwater crocodiles, with reports suggesting hundreds perished. Rockall Islet in the North Atlantic is a remote, barren rock fiercely contested by the UK, Ireland, and Denmark. Though uninhabitable, it holds valuable fishing and oil rights, making it a point of geopolitical tension. Henderson Island in the Pacific is a tragic example of oceanic pollution. Despite being uninhabited, ocean currents deposit thousands of pounds of plastic on its shores, making it one of the most polluted remote islands on Earth. Aogashima Island in Japan is an inhabited volcanic island with a population of around 170 people. Nestled within a caldera, the island is constantly monitored for eruptions, yet its small community remains. Sark Island in the Channel Islands is a car-free paradise where transportation is limited to bicycles, horse-drawn carriages, and walking. It retains a medieval charm, with minimal modernization and no streetlights. Ball's Pyramid in Australia is the tallest volcanic stack on Earth, rising 1,877 feet from the ocean. It's nearly impossible to access due to its steep, jagged terrain and harsh conditions. Barren Island in India is home to the only active volcano in the Indian subcontinent. It has erupted multiple times in recent decades, and its surrounding waters, rich in marine life, attract daring divers. North Sentinel Island in the Andaman Islands is home to the Sentinelese, an uncontacted tribe that aggressively rejects outsiders. Attempts to reach them have ended in violence, and the island is strictly off-limits. Sable Island in Canada is known for its wild horses, which roam its shifting sands. Located 190 miles off Nova Scotia, it has a population of only a few researchers monitoring its unique ecosystem. Spitsbergen in Norway, part of the Svalbard archipelago, is an Arctic wilderness where polar bears outnumber people. It also houses the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, safeguarding global food biodiversity. Isle Malk Island in Palau contains Jellyfish Lake, where thousands of stingless jellyfish migrate daily. Visitors can swim among them, creating an otherworldly experience. Bouvet Island, a Norwegian territory in the South Atlantic, is considered the world's most remote, uninhabited island. It remains mostly covered in ice, with only occasional research expeditions visiting. Okinoshima Island in Japan, also known as Rabbit Island, is inhabited by thousands of tame rabbits. Once a secret site for chemical weapons production, the island has been repurposed into a tourist attraction. Clipperton Island, a French atoll in the Pacific, has a tragic history. A group of stranded Mexican soldiers and their families endured starvation, disease, and violence before their eventual rescue. Hashima Island, in Japan, also called Battleship Island, is a ghost town of abandoned concrete buildings. Once a booming coal mining settlement, it was abandoned in 1974 and now serves as a haunting tourist destination. Devon Island, in Canada, is the largest uninhabited island on Earth. Its extreme Arctic climate resembles Mars so closely that NASA conducts planetary mission training here. Tristan da Cunha in the South Atlantic is the most isolated inhabited island, home to just 250 residents. The nearest mainland is over 1,500 miles away, and supplies arrive only a few times a year. Miyakojima Island in Japan requires residents to carry gas masks due to constant volcanic emissions. The island remains occupied despite the persistent risk of dangerous sulfur dioxide levels. Christmas Island in Australia is famous for its red crab migration, where millions of crabs take over roads and beaches in a stunning natural event. The island is also home to unique wildlife, including the endangered Christmas Island frigate bird. Vulcan Point in the Philippines is a bizarre land formation, an island within a lake, inside a volcano, on an island. It sits in the Taal volcano's crater lake, making it one of nature's strangest geographical features. Lazaretto Nuovo in Italy was once a quarantine island during the Black Plague. Thousands of infected people were sent here to die, and mass graves have since been uncovered. Today, it serves as a historical site with eerie ruins. Palmyra Atoll in the Pacific is a remote, eerie island, with a history of mysterious disappearances and shipwrecks. Legends of hauntings and unsettling events make it a place shrouded in mystery. Deception Island in Antarctica is a volcanic island that forms part of the South Shetland Islands. It has an active caldera, and its waters are warmed by geothermal activity, allowing ships to sail into its harbor. Despite its treacherous waters, the island was once a thriving whaling station. Cato Island in Australia is another extremely remote place, and it has an eerie history. The island is known for its shipwrecks and ghost stories, and it remains uninhabited due to its treacherous reefs and remote location, making it a place of mystery and danger. And that's a wrap for today. But don't worry, that was just the tip of iceberg. For more jaw-dropping discoveries, check our other videos, and don't forget to subscribe us.